Thank you, my lords.
My lords, may I rise to make a modest and no doubt futile protest about the insertion of the Leasehold and Freehold Reform Bill in our programme at this very late stage. When the Lord Privy Seal, my noble friend, made his business statement yesterday, there was no mention of this bill. Even yesterday, as the House was approaching the time for rising, it was difficult to establish whether this bill was, after all, being brought forward today or not. The deadline for submitting amendments was 10 o'clock this morning. A marshalled list has not been seen. Government amendments apparently have been tabled. Backbench members have had no chance as yet even to read them. This seems to me for a complex and difficult piece of legislation about which many serious questions were raised in committee, a most reckless way of proceeding. I note that it has so taken even the government by surprise that my noble friend the Minister can't be present today to bring the bill forward in your House, that the Labour front bench spokesman on the matter is not present today. I'm sure their alternatives will do a very good job. I'm not making personal comments about this. I'm simply saying that this is being rushed through, and this is being rushed through in the most reckless fashion. I do think the government has to consider very seriously whether this is defensible, especially as has been made clear. It is very likely that parts of this bill will be engaged in actions brought under the Human Rights Act in the courts. And the fact that there has been so little opportunity for scrutiny, I think, is going to be potentially a factor that could be brought forward. I say that, as I've so often said before, I say that not being myself a lawyer. So I would simply urge my noble friend to consider either one of two perfectly attractive options. One of it would be to drop the bill for the moment, and the other would be to postpone prorogation so that the House can sit on Tuesday to give proper consideration to this legislation, both in the government's interest and in the interest of the nation.